There we go. This one's known as Untitled. They just did not title it. New mode called the Gallery. We're back with another dose of the Protégime Galaxy goodness, and the team's excited to share all the juicy details with you guys. The new mode known as the Gallery. To tide everyone over until the next chapter of the story is fully released, we're going to be dropping a brand spanking new game mode called the Gallery soon. The Gallery is basically an advanced 3D model viewer where you can oogle your waifu. Okay. Oogle your waifu from angles you desire. It is very much a part of your ship, and we're going to be trying we're going to be tying with the rest of the progression. Okay, I guess. Think of it as your private little photography studio just above Killy's bar. Oh, no, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you'll probably get more assets and stuff you can use for the photo mode as you progress through the game. That's cool, and this is technically the game for it. Another good thing why they didn't do pre-render cutscenes, and they're all stuff that's part of the game. Yeah, okay, cool. So 3D models. I'm still waiting for the mod support in this game. Where's the mod support for this game, by the way? We wanted a system where you guys would have freedom to set up the poses in the ways you see fit. Don't forget to show your friends. Wink, wink. We hope to update the gallery with more features as they come online, so stay tuned for more info. The gallery is currently being worked on and will drop at the first of our featured updates sometime next month. Now, this was posted at the beginning of this month, so it's already almost been a month. So, I mean, we should see it sometime in June, fingers crossed. Now, before we continue, I do want to say at this point that I don't want to say this worries me, but this does kind of put some of my, or answer some of my suspects that I had. They're making the gallery as a way to wait for the rest of the game. And the gallery is not even coming until July. So for the people who were sitting here thinking that we were possibly going to be getting the next update inside of July, for instance, I mean, I guess we're technically getting an update, you're going to be waiting. As you guys know, the next chapter revolves around the feisty revolutionary Elijah Sorn. But before you can get your hands on those juicy tandem melons, watermelons, there's the small matter of breaking her out of her maximum security prison. As part of the experience, there's a unique space mission that you will be able to play inspired by the Battletoads Turbo Tunnel level. I swear to fucking God, man. Don't you bring those vibes back. We've introduced an exciting new side-scrolling mechanic as well as a special boss encounter. We'll also be integrating more sex into the main story, as requested by our fans. The Elijah recruitment mission will be the first example of this design philosophy. Cool. I don't know what they mean by new side-scrolling since we already saw this with a Tibble boss fight, but I can vouch. It's pretty dope. That Tibble boss fight is probably my favorite part of the game right now. That thing is just, I know it's like pretty simplistic, but like it's like high adrenaline. The music kicks in just right, and the action is awesome, and like it ramps up the difficulty appropriately. So I'm looking forward to this. This could be pretty cool. I remember seeing screenshots of this in one of the early Kickstarter updates too. So this is not the first time we've actually seen this. Notice that we're also fighting the Cloy. This should be inside the new nebula, the second nebula. Mantis Upgrades. Okay, dudes, this is the cool one. This is exciting to me, and I think a lot of people are going to be really happy to hear what they have going on here. So the Mantis Upgrades. We've got some really cool updates in the works for the Mantis system. The goal is to make them worth collecting and to keep them relevant for the duration of the game by evolving them. We want you to see your fruits of your labors present, yep, okay, cool. Present in grid combat and Pandora in meaningful ways. We also in the process of replacing some of the placeholder Mantis meshes with much, much cooler looking critters. You're telling me that some of the current Mantis were placeholders? What? I'm pleased to say that we're collaborating with a special artist that we can't reveal yet on the hogs for these bad boys, and we think the results will come out stunning. So apparently, not only do we get more Mantis, we're now going to be able to evolve these Mantis, which I mean, I'm all for that. And now you can actually, like, pick whatever your favorite Mantic will be and continue to work towards that Mantic and upgrade it. And, like, this is my favorite one, you know? I like this guy. He's a fucking tank. I like this one. He can shoot from range. He's really OP, right? And we saw from, like, the image of, like, in the game, like, just how many Mantics there are. There's a lot. And I guess they're doing 3 stages for each one now. But that way, also, you're not just trying to get the latest Mantics, because the latest Mantics are going to be the best ones and the most OP ones. Now you might have a reason to go back to the older ones. So there's more variety in the game now. I'm very excited to see what sort of stuff they're going to do for evolutions. Is it just aesthetic? Is it just more damage? Is it just more health? Or do they get a new ability every time they evolve? I don't know. I'm pretty interested to see. Now, dudes, look. Listen here. I'm going to come in. Come here. Now, I know a lot of people recommended this, but fuck you, I'm taking credit for this, okay? Did I not say they needed to fix the great combat and add ways of how they could fix it? Now look at this shit! Look at what you've done! Look at this! Great combat, not so much of an overhaul as a quality of life improvement. We're going to be making this part of the game much smoother and comfortable to play. The new upcoming faction will get an ability or two that might take you by surprise. Some of the tweaks and improvements we're looking to roll out in the near future are: A. Directional damage, aka backstabs. Let's go! Environmental hazards, exploding barrels. Let's go! Greater variety of maps in both layout and looks. Let's go! New AI patterns and priorities. Let's go! Moveset takes to the madness. Let's go! More interface, more interactions for the waifu. Yes. UI optimization tweaks, as always, because they're always on top of their UI tweaks. Let's fucking go. That's awesome, dude. So they're, again, not overhauling, which, I mean, it kind of sounds like they are overhauling a little bit, but, I mean, those are huge. When they have directional damage, so there's going to be more of a priority, and they could use it to their advantage. You know, they can lay out certain levels as if you're doing like a stealth mission, just backstab everybody. I don't know. There's more options there now to actually have that directional damage. It's based off that, the fuck is that game called? The Heroes of Might and Magic 7. Yeah, because I heard that was kind of a bit of an inspiration for them. And I looked at that game, and that's one of the main things about that game as well. That is just fucking distracting. Stop. Just stop. Fuck, that's annoying. Okay, there we go. Alright, so there's that. Badass. Up next. Logistics. As mentioned previously, we're bringing in a lot of new people to the studio. This means that the senior members have had to dedicate a bit of time to make sure that the new people are getting up to speed. Naturally, this leads to a temporary decline in the senior member output. But think of this as an investment. Over time, we hope that these new members will become veterans in their own right, leading to much better productivity in the long term. This buddy system philosophy has served us well in the past, and we hope that it continues to do so over Subverse's life cycle. That's all for now. As mentioned above, our current release strategy to get some feature drops to you guys in between the big chapter updates. This will give you something to play instead of waiting for one massive content drop every few months that would contain everything. We believe this is the best solution for everyone. Signing off, and I'm not scrolling down because I can't show that picture on YouTube. Feel free to go check out for the untitled update. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the jury. We have the new update for Subverse. Super exciting stuff, and I'm just glad to see that they're continuing to add to the game. We now have directional damage. They're gonna be adding that gallery. We don't know how many of these updates are going to be coming specifically with the next one. We know that at least the gallery is going to be coming just as a holding sort of thing to hold us over. Holding sort of nice. It's something to hold us over until the next update. So I wouldn't be surprised if the next update might come out like, I think it said they were trying to aim for next month. Did it say? I think so. Whenever it comes out, that will come out soon, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the only thing inside of that update. I mean, I could be wrong. They could actually have some pretty cool content inside of there as well, but they don't want to add stuff like every single week or every other week, hell, every month, and I don't think they should either. I think they should, A, work at their own pace, which that's the best way to produce the most meaningful content, and on top of that, they shouldn't have to worry about pumping out stuff on a deadline. That's not going to help with the benefits of the product, you know? So take your time. Obviously, I think I was dead wrong in saying they were trying to get that game out in a year's time. I don't think we're going to get the full game by March of next year. Not at this current rate, but that's okay. They're still doing really good regardless, and I'm excited either way, even if that means we have to wait a little bit longer. It just means that they're trying to make sure it's as polished of a product as possible. I think, honestly, I wouldn't even mind if we just waited for like the rest of the game, which I know that's not the case, because the purpose of the initial release of Subverse was to be, here's the product that you guys paid for 2 years ago, here's the physical form of it to test out so you can see what we're working on and also critique it as we are going forward, which is really smart. That being said, I don't have a problem waiting for the rest of the full game to come out whenever the hell that happens. We have something of relevance showing this is the product they're working on, right? Although I don't think they want to lose interest in the game overall and take too much time working on it, so I do feel that they're going to continue to work towards having different content drops. If I had a guess, probably by Nebula. That's not confirmed, that's just my guess. They'll probably drop stuff per Nebula. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say on that. Subverse, looking forward to it. Gallery mode, not really my sort of cup of tea, but I don't drink tea in the first place anyway, so I never was gonna like it in the first place. I'm kidding. Looks pretty cool. I'm hella hyped on those great combat changes, okay? It needed some love. And not only are we going to be upgrading the Mantics themselves now, but also the combat itself should have some new implementations to really spice up the mode so it's not so linear and it's just about who kills who first, right? Now we have environmental hazards. You have directional damage, which already changes the battlefield if you're not careful. You guys saw the assassins when we were playing. They were already backstabbing. Wasn't doing any extra damage, but they were already doing backstabs. So, could be kind of crazy. That's it. Those are the Subverse updates. Stay tuned for more. If you haven't already, subscribe. I get kind of lonely.